wrap for Melody Cherie Rogers on Love and Marriage Huntsville. She's officially announced that she will not be returning to the reality TV series. Look, there have been a lot of signs that Melody was done with OWN, that she was done with Carlos, because she unfollowed him, she's said some things on social media, and most recently, she revealed some things about her issues with the show and how it's being produced, and someone, a producer, on her show basically wanted to be her TV manager, and when she said no, she felt as if there was retaliation.
Today, we're diving deep into the ratings for Love and Marriage Huntsville after Melody Cherie's departure. If you've been tired of all the fluff and just want the raw truth, you're in the right place. Hit that like button, because the numbers we're about to discuss do not lie. Stick with me until the very end, because we'll break down not only the ratings but also the behind-the-scenes drama, and how everything has shifted drastically since Melody walked away. Let's not sugarcoat it. No ratings, no Melody, no blueprint. The season premiere without Melody pulled in just 219,000 viewers and a 0.3 demo rating. That's already low, but unfortunately, it got worse. The very next episode dropped to 197,000 viewers, a 10% decline. The demo rating fell to 0.2, marking a new series low. That's not random, that's a clear sign.
What's going on? I got too much I'm doing. I can talk to you and give you some advice, but you gotta want to do it. I can't spend a whole lot of time talking if you ain't trying to grow. You ain't trying to grow, you ain't trying to evolve. I can't even spend a whole lot of time talking to you. And you do opposite of what I say, or you ain't listening, and and that's just, I've had that situation multiple times in life. And it's like the person has to want to grow and be better and do better. And my hope, what I want for all of us, is I want all of us to grow. Every day is a day and an opportunity for us to grow.
Viewers are making a statement with their remote controls. Without Melody, the show just isn't worth watching for them. Now, when the ratings inched up by 3,000 views the following week, some people wanted to celebrate. Sure, it reached 200,000, but let's be real, what does that really mean? It's barely a bump, nowhere near a comeback. If anything, it feels like desperation. The truth is, the show lost a huge piece of its heart when Melody left. Say what you want about her, but she brought authenticity, openness, and real-life drama that wasn't forced or rehearsed. Carlos King may have thought he could just plug in anyone new and keep the momentum going. But loyalty doesn't work like that. You can't insult your audience, especially the fans who have stood by Melody through every single season, and expect them to keep showing up for recycled storylines with no genuine emotion. It doesn't matter how many staged arguments, fake romances, or flashy vacations you throw in. The difference is clear, and that difference was Melody Cherie. Now let's talk about the rest of the cast. The only reason the dynamic worked before was because Melody balanced everything out. Sure, Melody Holt brought the drama, the cheating scandals, and the chaos, but without her, he's just another loud voice trying to stay relevant. Marceau and Letitia Scott tried to step into the spotlight, but it feels like watching reruns. How many times can we see Letitia pretend everything is fine, while Marceau dodges every question about honesty and loyalty? Then there's Kimmy Scott, who used to be the calm, reasonable one. But over time, she started playing both sides. She knew how Melody was being treated, she saw the shade and heard the confessionals, but she stayed neutral. That neutrality eventually turned into misplaced loyalty, and the audience noticed. Back when Melody was still on the show, her co-stars often criticized her behind the scenes. In confessionals, they'd throw her under the bus, then act surprised when she spoke openly about her marriage. Letitia questioned Melody's status as part of a power couple. Kimmy would drop sly remarks suggesting Mel wasn't who she seemed to be. Go back to season 1, it's all there. The shade started subtle but grew bolder. They didn't truly support her. They used her star power while she was there, and now that she's gone, they have nothing fresh to offer. The show is stuck in the past. They're still trying to recycle old drama and pass it off as new, but it's not working. The ratings prove it. The cast interactions prove it. The online fan reactions prove it. The excitement is gone, and no amount of dramatic music or staged scenes will bring it back. Martell and Carlos King even tried to poke fun at the fans. They threw shade at the very people who built the platform that the show stands on. But now they're watching the numbers sink. And when the ratings for Ready to Love and Heart and Hustle come in, it might become clear that there's a new #1 show in town. The idea that Love and Marriage, Huntsville could survive forever on recycled drama is outdated. Those days are gone. You can't keep selling the same cheating storylines when nobody wants to admit anything and no real evidence is shown. Without receipts, there's no growth and no authenticity. They also tried shifting the focus to the husbands, making them the main stars. But that backfired. It just led to more on-screen disrespect, men talking down to women, and people provoking each other into arguments just to get a few extra minutes of airtime. It crossed the line from entertainment to toxic energy. Viewers checked out. Reality TV works best when it's about real lives, real conflicts, and real healing, not performative nonsense. So that small 3,000 view increase doesn't mean fans are coming back. If anything, it shows confusion. Meanwhile, Love and Marriage, Houston is starting to win people over. Once viewers connect with that cast's vulnerability and realness, Huntsville might be finished. You can't fake chemistry. You can't fake sisterhood, especially when it never truly existed in the first place. Fans are already speaking out. Social media is full of calls for a complete overhaul. People want bold storylines, real growth, and fresh energy. They're tired of recycled conflicts with no resolution. Season after season, it's the same fights, the same feuds, the same lack of progress. One of the biggest complaints is that many of the original cast members are stuck in the exact same place they were 5 seasons ago. After watching them this long, fans feel like they haven't seen any real changes in relationships, careers, or personal growth. It's frustrating. Kimmy still flips between both sides. Letitia and Marceau are still dragging out the same trust issues. It's stale. Introducing new cast members could breathe life back into the franchise. Fresh faces mean fresh dynamics, new rivalries, new alliances, and new stories that aren't just copies of what we've already seen. Fans want younger, ambitious couples building legacies, tackling real issues, and showing Black excellence in a modern way. Huntsville and the surrounding areas are full of untapped potential. But it's not just about casting. The whole format needs a revamp. Carlos King and the producers can't rely on the messy relationships of the same few couples forever. Show us influencers, business leaders, real estate moguls, or power couples making real moves. Let's see women balancing motherhood and business in relatable ways. The endless cheating scandals aren't cutting it anymore, they're predictable and boring. Fans are also tired of the overly scripted feel. You can practically guess how each season will go. Someone cries, someone lies, and then the reunion rehashes it all with no resolution. Viewers today want more depth and nuance. That's why new cast members with authenticity and vulnerability could change everything. Another big issue is that some of the original cast members have lost touch with their audience. What once felt like genuine storytelling now looks calculated and overly polished for social media. Fans don't want perfect Instagram personas, they want unfiltered truth. Bringing in people with more to prove and less to lose could restore that emotional connection. Fans care about this show. That's why they're vocal, tweeting, making TikToks, starting petitions, and even tagging OWN executives. They're not being cruel, they're passionate. They remember what made the show groundbreaking in the first place. But OWN has to act before it's too late. Some viewers believe certain cast members are deliberately dragging out their personal storylines. That slows the whole group down. New blood could disrupt that cycle, forcing everyone to either step up or step aside. Look at other reality franchises like Real Housewives. Entire casts have been replaced, and the shows came back stronger than ever. A shakeup doesn't mean erasing history, it means holding people accountable when they're no longer delivering compelling television. Let's not forget what Love and Marriage, Huntsville was originally about, celebrating Black love, ambition, and real-life challenges. Over time, it's shifted too far into manufactured drama with no real payoff. But with a fresh cast, inspiring stories, and a return to that original vision, the magic could come back. The message from fans is clear: change or get replaced. Season 11 could be a turning point, but only if the producers make bold moves now. wait too long, and even the most loyal viewers might not stick around to see it. And trust me, the fans haven't forgotten. They remember how Melody was treated. They remember the lack of support. They remember the shade. Just because the cast wants to act like it's all good now doesn't mean the audience will pretend none of it happened. We saw it. We lived it as viewers. And we're not about to forget. If you liked this breakdown, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a story. Celeb Nova will have it all covered for you.